Welcome to AI Articulators. My name is Abhijit. Our today's theme is futuristic AI. Recently, there is this company called as Humane, and they launched a pin, an AI pin. I was amazed how small that device was, and it could put a lot of details on my palm. It was a holographic, and it's getting launched in November. It's available to buy from November 16th. I was wondering how our future is going to change with things like this coming up. I've put the link of the device. Just look at it, how fascinating it is. You can look at it after the meeting. But it was something which is making me think our future is going to be very different in few years. Let's get started. Our timer for today is going to be Dhyani Joshi, and our R counter is going to be Apala. In our club, we have 5 sections. Normally, a Toastmaster club has 3 sections, but we have 5 sections. We have two different sections. The first section, which we are going to start out with, is called as News Flash. We'll hear from Himakshi what has happened in AI in last 1 week. What has happened in AI in last 1 week? Himakshi, it's all you.
Thank you, Abhijit. I'll quickly share my screen. Just let me know that everyone can see it. Okay. So for today's AI news flash, the first news is the California of Department of Forestry and Fire Protection is employing AI to detect and combat wildfires before they escalate. CAL FIRE, in collaboration with the University of California of San Diego's Alert California program, utilizes a network of 1,000 cameras across the state, constantly scanning their surroundings. As you can see in the image in the left side, the AI analyzes these feeds for anomalies, primarily smoke, and flags them for further investigation. The technology is now implemented in all 21 CAL fire dispatch centers, demonstrating its effectiveness in early wildfire detection. Next in the news is the newest player in increasing competitive space, Grok, which is the new artificial intelligence chatbot from Elon Musk's XAI startup. A unique and fundamental advantage of Grok is that it's real-time knowledge of world via the X platform. The XAI prompt ID is also available for prompt engineering and interpretability research. It aims to empower users in exploring the capabilities of large language models. The last news for today is about generative AI model unveiled by Samsung called Samsung Gauze at the Samsung AI Forum 2023. Named after mathematician Carl Friedrich Gauss, the model is considered Samsung's ultimate vision for generative AI. It is currently used internally and will be available to the public through future products, potentially featuring in Galaxy S4 series predicted in January 2024. That's all for today's AI News Flash. Back to you, Abhijit.
Thank you so much, Himakshi. I'm excited about the news about the Cal fires because I've seen when we have fires how bad the air becomes. It will help us to protect our environment. We'll now move on to our next section of the meeting. In our next section, we profile a company. Today, our company profiler is Parag. Parag, it's all you.
Thank you, Abhijit. My fellow Toastmasters, in the past year, the field of AI has seen tremendous growth. We have all been so excited about the endless possibilities of advancements with the use of AI. But as with any technological advancement, there is one aspect which is very important to be mindful of. Can you guess what it is? If you guessed security, then you are right. This is especially true with the field of AI, where data is at the center stage. Large organizations are always most concerned about their service providers protecting the data of their users. And here enters VMware's private AI. I'll share my screen now. Give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen. Awesome. In the recent VMware Barcelona Explore Barcelona event, VMware unveiled several partnerships that demonstrate their private AI momentum. But you might be thinking, what is private AI? Private AI is an architectural approach which aims to achieve a balance between the advantages of using AI with the privacy and compliance needs of the organizations. You may think of it as a combination of distributed computing and artificial intelligence. So, what are the core tenets of private AI? Number one, highly distributed. The compute capacity or the computing resources and the AI models, they reside adjacent to where the data is created, processed, and consumed. And this applies whether the data resides in a public cloud or in a private cloud or in an enterprise data center. This will help reduce the chances of data leak or network related attacks to gain unwanted access to data when the data is being transferred from the place where it is stored and the place where it is being processed. Number two, data privacy and control. An organization's data remains private to the organization. It is not used to train, tune, or augment any commercial or open source model without the organization's consent. And number three, auditability. That means the access control are in place for organizations to govern access to their data and to monitor changes to their AI models or the associated training data or the AI applications. The VMware announced their partnership with NVIDIA to provide to their customers an AI foundation solution. By using advanced capabilities of such as data center at scale, accelerated storage, and deep learning virtual machine images, its customer will be able to fine-tune their large language models, produce more secure and private models for their internal use, and enable enterprises to provide generative AI capabilities to their users. I am personally really excited to see this collaboration between the two industry giants, where this will take us. Back to you, Abhijit.
Thank you so much, Parag. I totally agree with you. Like, as we move on in the AI world, the security is going to be of prime importance, and VMware is going to play a big role in it. Thank you so much for profiling VMware. We'll now move on to our next section of the meeting where we have two prepared speeches. Our two prepared speeches are from Sheena and Mahan. Sheena's evaluator is Noor. Noor, can you share the purpose of Sheena's speech?
Sure, Abhijit, why not? Good evening, everyone. So today Sheena is embarking on a project, icebreaker project, in fact, from the Pathway Dynamic Leadership. And her title of the speech is From Pixels to Possibilities, the AI Transformation. Now, have you ever wondered how AI is revolutionizing the creative work? Fresh from Adobe Max 2023 Insights, here's a creative Sheena at the heart of this transformation. Please welcome our speaker, embracing and leading us into the future. Back to you, Abhijit.
Thank you so much, Noor. Sheena, from pixels to possibilities. From pixels to possibilities, Sheena 2. Can you unmute?
Gen AI. Gen AI generated 15 billion images in 1 year, a feat that took photographers 150 years to achieve. When I first read the headline, I paused. As a creative, this wasn't just another tech update. It was a revelation that hit close to home. The sheer magnitude of the statistics wasn't just overwhelming, it was deeply personal. The pace of technology advancement was really accelerating. It was reshaping the very fabric of the world that we're seeing, and especially in the creative world. At the Adobe Max 2023 conference, an annual gathering where creatives from around the world witness the latest innovation in design and technology. I was excited and apprehensive. I attended the event virtually, eager to see the future unfold. What would this mean for my craft and my passion? I recall working on a very intricate illustration for a digital financial brand, Libon. The piece was designed to capture the essence of modern finance. It took us weeks and even months go back and forth with clients to really nail down the perfect illustration styles that really speak to their brand. But now, what if happened if we're doing the project right now? With just a few text prompts at the Adobe Max talk, similar designs can now be generated in minutes, saving countless hours on tasks that once seemed impossible. So what you're seeing here is with a few text prompts, for example, an icon of an airplane, and a computer can generate vector graphics, which means that we can enlarge the graphic infinitely, and you can go in and change colors. And you can even say a tiger face, and you have 4, 5, or even unlimited iterations that you can choose from and manipulate it and change colors. And let's switch to another topic. Editing brand video was a very complex process. Remember when you wish you could simply delete all the ums and ahs in our Toastmaster speech? Traditionally, it takes an editor hours to really zoom into the audio waves and remove these interruptions individually. You kind of need to go back and forward. Where did you say ah? Where say okay, we delete it one by one. And now,
I remember the first time when I painted a mural. It really blew my mind because
You hear that? Those ums, the uhs. Well, as of today's beta, check it out. We have a new filler word filter, y'all.
because
Okay, and now check it. Delete all. Bye, y'all.
so what happened here is that with the new update, we can almost like a Word doc that for your video. It transcribes your video, put on the left side of the interface, and now with the auto modifier, where you can select all the ums and ahs, and you can delete it from your text, and then automatically edit your video. Or you can just search anything in the speech. You can type, search, delete, or even change order just by working with text, and your video will update it automatically. This is game changing. And let's switch to another project. After designing the concept for a presentation for a brand, we are missing a speaker in a scene. So tasks like this to removing backgrounds, blending images, or adding elements were very tedious. So I give it the much talked about generative fill in Photoshop a try. So now what it used to be takes an hour now can be done in moments. So I use this feature to generate a speaker. Okay, but nobody's listening. So what about a crowd? This seemingly small effect on the overall workflow saved time. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Imagine how much it can do when you're doing all the editing and very complex compositing when you create a world for different brands. But yet, out of 60 creatives in my team, only 2 have embraced this tool at work since it was released. It's a really stark reminder that while the future is here, and many of us are yet to catch up. So despite these advancements, a McKinsey report highlighted a glaring gap. While many recognize the potential of AI, only fraction are integrated into their work. This isn't just about staying updated, it's about being prepared for a future that's already here. So here you can see in the statistic, it shows that 90% of marketing and sales leaders believe that their organization should use AI more often. But 60% of them mentioned that their organization rarely or never implemented AI or machine learning for such activities. So this is not just the creative industry, it's really across all sectors. From healthcare to finance, we're really witnessing a digital transformation powered by AI. And we stand at a crossroads. Whether you're a designer, a doctor, a data analyst, the message is clear. The future isn't waiting for us. It's here, and we need to rise to the occasion. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Sheena. I'm just excited how the creative world is going to change with the advancements in AI. Thank you for sharing the glimpse with us. Everyone, please take next 1 minute to give feedback to Sheena in private chat. Timer, please give me 1 minute. Thank you so much, Danny. We'll now move on to our next speaker. Our next speaker is Mahan. His evaluator is Such. Can you share the purpose of Mahan's speech?
Thank you very much, Abhijit, for giving me an opportunity to evaluate Mahan today. It's my utmost pleasure. Mahan's speech is level 3, second speech. It's a pathway speech. The type of pathway, or rather the project of the pathway, is inspire your audience. Purpose, of course, is inspiring your audience through your speech by writing an inspiring speech. His speech is part of dynamic leadership pathway. Back to you, Abhijit.
Thank you so much, Sach. Mahan, beyond bias, clarity in the AI driven digital age. Beyond bias, clarity in the AI driven digital age. Mahan.
Before we delve into our topic today, I would love to pose a question to all of you. How often have you come across a piece of information or a video online that made you pause, wonder, and ponder? Is that real? Perhaps you have seen the video where Jordan Peele impersonated President Obama, highlighting the very real danger of deepfake. This technology is advancing at an alarming rate, and with it, the concern about its misuse.
We're entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time.
Jordan Peele created this fake video of President Obama to demonstrate how easy it is to put words in someone else's mouth.
Moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with what we trust from.
Deepfakes, named after deep learning AI algorithms that power them, have gained notoriety for the ability for superimpose famous faces onto others, sometimes in inappropriate scenes. The creation process is intricate. By feeding real audio or video of a person into software, patterns in the speech and movement are recognized. Introducing a new element, like a different face or video, crafts the deepfake. While current programs often need human intervention, this is rapidly changing. But it's not just about impersonating celebrities. Researchers at Carnegie Mellon have developed a software that can reproduce facial features, weather patterns, and even blooming of flowers. The capability of deepfakes are expanding, and with it are concerns. Let's talk about bias in algorithms. As AI systems create our digital experiences, biases can inadvertently be introduced. These biases can amplify certain narratives while sidelining others, influencing not just our buying biases, but our beliefs and understanding of global events. The consequences of AI-driven narrative, especially when combined with deepfakes and biases, can be far-reaching. Misinformation, described by some as fake news on steroids, can influence public opinion, shape political landscape, and escalate tensions. The challenge: deepfakes are notoriously hard to detect. While there are no known cases of deepfakes being used for fraud or information warfare, the potential danger is clear. In a world where creating deepfake becoming easier, even genuine evidence can be dismissed. However, efforts are underway to combat this. The US Department of Defense, along with other researchers, is actively developing countermeasures to detect and neutralize the impact of deepfakes. But let's not paint an entirely bleak picture. AI and deepfakes have positive applications too. Companies like Cirrus Props are creating digital voices for individuals who lost theirs due to illnesses. And on a lighter note, some are even using technology to reimagine moving with Nicolas Cage in the leading role. As we navigate this digital age, it's crucial for each of us to embrace embrace our role. We must be proactive in seeking out authentic sources, questioning the content we consume, and advocating for transparency in AI-driven platforms. Let's take a collective steps towards some informed, genuine, and unbiased digital future. Together, we can shape a digital realm that reflects our shared values and aspirations. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Mahan. I totally agree with you. Together we can make a difference. Each one of us needs to be aware of what needs to be done. Everyone, please take a minute to give feedback to Mahan in private chat. Timer, please give me a minute. We will now move on to the next section of our meeting, that is table topics. Today, our table topics is going to be led by Parag. Parag, it's all you, sir.
Thank you once again, Abhijit. All right, I'll be asking some conversational questions as AI topics, and we'll pick someone from our audience to answer it. All right, first question. Has AI stolen private data from citizens? Has AI stolen private data from citizens? I would like to invite Mark to answer it.
Thank you, Mr. Table Topic Master. Has AI stolen data from private citizens? For the longest time, I thought it was the government that was stealing private data from us. But nowadays, I think everybody is stealing private data from us. Because of that, I think there are laws that's enacted, both in the US and also in the European Union, to protect your personal data. However, that does not cover data that's lost or what do you call it, stolen and resold on the dark web. So a lot of personal information is available out there. I had to Google myself the other day and found a bunch of things about me that I would not like other people to know. For example, my home address for the past 20 years, going way back. And because that, it's actually really easy to find people now. If you just Google them, and if you know a little bit information about them, there's nowhere to hide because all this information is floating out there. And with that, with has AI stolen data from private citizens, not just AI, but in general, just the loss of private data. But I think AI is making it cheaper, making it easier to the point where no human interface is involved. And in this case, a company using the AI tool can be inadvertently getting your private information even without knowing it. Then become an issue of then who is responsible? Is it the company that provided the AI tool, or is the receiver of that data? Or perhaps it's the party that's using the data against you. So with that opens up a whole realm of questions as to what do we do with our private data? And To that, I say the best way is probably just to delete everything and never go online. So nobody has any information about you when they go online. And that's my answer. Back to you, Mr. Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Matt. We should really read about the terms and conditions before using the AI tools. Definitely agree. All right, the second question. How do you feel about the AI generated content on social media websites like YouTube and Facebook? Rishikesh, would you like to answer it?
Yes, thank you, Parag, for asking this question. Yeah, the question that you have asked, that will I believe on the AI content which is posted on the social media site? First of all, I will have to verify. First of all, I will trust whatever posted on the social media is true, but I will like to dig down into the reality or to the base of that news, whether that is correct or not. Sometimes we realize that those images or sometimes the content which is posted is morphed and the reality is something else. Sometimes the intention for posting those news is to malign someone's image or to create rumors or to twist the biases of the viewers. So first of I will basically, in the beginning I used to trust that, but moving forward, when I realized that this is just to create rumors and to twist the actual scenario, I have decided to not trust it fully, go back to the resources or to the local news, local reporters, whether those scenarios were really actual or not. Once I get clarification from the local sources that those news were correct or there is some discrepancy between the news, then only I will able to validate that and will forward or maybe able will share that news in my other sources. So the research or the sources which are generated by AI, we need to be very much careful not to trust it blindly, dig down into the deep, and once you get validation, then only confirm about it. That's it from my side.
Thank you, Rishikesh. We should always yearn to go back, try to find the source of the information that we are getting, no matter if it's from news sources or social media. I definitely agree. Okay, next question. Would you like to have a human-like AI-powered robot in your home? Why or why not? Would you like to have a human-like AI-powered robot in your home? Why or why not? Frank, would you like to take this one? You're on mute, Frank.
I clicked it, but it didn't work. Okay, anyway, thanks a lot for that question. Would I like to have an AI-powered robot in my house? The quick answer is yes. But I also like to have an AI-powered robot outside my house because I'm sick and tired of doing the lawn. So that would be wonderful. I could sit on the porch, having a cool drink and watching a robot-like creature or maybe just a robot lawnmower working on my lawn. Inside the house, I have another job my wife has assigned me, similar to mowing, and that's called vacuuming. So I know they have robot vacuums, but they're not that great because I want them not only to vacuum, but to dust and maybe even do the dishes. How about that? Just a robot for do regular chores around the house. I'm retired. I've been retired 22 years, but every month or two, she makes me vacuum. So I'm tired of that. And every week I have to mow the lawn. So I would love a robot of any kind. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank, for that answer. I hope you get that robot soon and it's affordable as well. Okay, let's do one more question. What are some positive ways that governments can use the AI to benefit society? What are some of the positive ways that governments can use AI to benefit society? And let me pick Noor. Would you like to answer this one? Noor, are you here with us?
No.
Okay, maybe Noor is away for now. Anyone else would like to take this one? Any volunteers?
I have an answer for that.
All
I
right.
feel if government can capture this data, especially for people who are in impoverished places, like for example, uh, in India, we have so many different pockets where people's living standards are so low. If we can capture that data and see how can we provide education, because the main thing that's stopping them to get to the next level is education. And with the AI revolution, we can get there. We can make that difference. The education, by educating those people who are very impoverished, they are able to earn their lifestyle in a way that they can better serve themselves and the country. That's why I feel AI has the power to make a difference in all of us, and especially those who don't have those resources. We want to make sure that AI becomes easily available to all the people. It should not be monetized that much. Back to you.
Thank you, Abhijit, for that answer. I have one more question, and I think I would like Judy to answer it. Do you think that humans can develop a friendship or relationship with AI? Do you think humans can develop a friendship or relationship with AI? Judy, would you like to take this one?
Certainly. Yes, without a doubt, UI and many people are becoming inseparable. They're like a projection of their loved ones because AI listens to you and responds to your needs, your cravings, your need to boost your egos. It's like your best friend, and AI soothes you. It calms you down. When you're in the heat of the moment, at a loss for words, AI is there. And when you need someone to supply all those answers to your difficult situations, AI guides you like a like a like a map when you're lost. Yes, without a doubt. Some people prefer their AI to their wives who are always nagging them. AI could substitute your best friend that isn't always there for you. In fact, some AIs can even become lovers because AIs are taking the place of friendships and relationships because AI is 24/7, is never down. It goes according to your clock and your needs. It's a whole new relationship that is opening up a can of worms, for better or worse. Like they say, when you get married, it's for better or worse. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you so much, Judy. And there is a movie called Her. I would suggest you all, if you haven't watched it, watch it. It deals with this topic. It stars Scarlett Johansson, so it's a really good movie. And I think that concludes our table topics for today. Back to you, Abhijit.
Thank you, Parag. Thank you for those wonderful questions. We'll now move on to the final section of our meeting, the most important one, which is evaluations. Let me call upon Sach to evaluate Mahan's speech. Sach, it's all you.
Thank you, Abhijit. Mahan, off the bat, I'm going to tell you listened to when you started your speech, or when I listened to the topic of your speech, the first thing that popped up in my mind is this countless Instagram videos that I see every day, where you take a celebrity voice and put it on top of something else, or you make celebrities sing random Bollywood or whatever songs. It is amazing. It's entertaining. But today, you taught me that it is scary. So, congratulations for that. Off the bat, I really, really loved the way you started your speech. There was a good usage of words, and in fact, there was a rhyming in wonder and ponder, the two words I didn't know actually rhyme. Thanks for teaching me that too. I really like the way you detailed into your topic and went through this paradigm of solution and a problem. You stated a problem first, then you offered a solution, and at the end, tied all of it together with a conclusion that actually gives us a hope for the future, even though in chat many people are saying it kind of made them hopeless. In my case, it was opposite. So great job with that. You did leave us with an inspired ending. Couple of suggestions that I would like to offer. One is that maybe add more flow into your speech, especially when you go from topic A to topic B. When you go through your transitions, try to smoothen them out a little bit, like smoothen them out around the edges, and that will actually help you in getting your speech in the form of a story or with more flow in it. One more suggestion that I have for you is maybe try to add more voice modulation. When you speak about different topics, try to lower your voice, especially about the hopeless topic. So when you try to talk about a hopeful topic, maybe elate your voice, bring that energy so that we also sense the emotion with you. Overall, I really, really liked your speech, and I hope you continue with your excellent words. You keep on talking about deepfakes because I want to do more. Certainly, you keep on inspiring us with your endings, and at the same time, add more flow and add more voice modulation so that we can enjoy your speech more in the future. Back to you, Abhijit.
Thank you so much, Sach. We'll now go on to the evaluation of Sheena by Noor. Noor, it's all you, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Now, the future isn't waiting for us. It is here and it is now. And we need to grab it with all our hands and minds. Tina has risen to the occasion, and her imploration to all of us is emphatic, and her call to action is truly commendable. Tina, what I observed in your speech is that you spoke about a topic which is very relevant to all of us in the present. Now, I can't emphasize how important the message is. You spoke about the possibilities of AI and how AI transformation is revolutionizing the way we operate as human beings from a creative point of view. Now, I truly appreciate your amazing choice of strings of words, like shaping the very fabric of the world, especially the creative world. I always like the choice of words, what you picked, the demonstration of the Adobe Max conference and how prompt engineering has eased weeks of work to minutes and the power of generative AI. Now, I especially like how you infused your personal thoughts and working experience into explaining the topics which were, demonstrated at that conference. For example, when you said, I was excited and apprehensive at the same time and were eager to see what would unfold, and your work on that digital financial brand, and how you took that particular thing into explaining about vectors and how the prompt engineering works. I was truly impressed by all that. And also, an important thing to note is the usage of statistics from the McKinsey report to substantiate what you are saying and leverage the authority of McKinsey to drive the point home. I hear a lot of personal opinions in speeches, but to provide evidence is a sign of an influential person. I love this slide, which reflects your creative expertise, I believe. I usually give a recommendation about an emphatic conclusion, but today is not that day. Your conclusion was effective, expressive, and emphatic. I love the end slide. Message truly received. The only recommendation, Shreena, for what I could come up with is that for you to inject more energy into your speech. Vocal variety is the best friend in doing so. You are already doing well with your gestures, your body language, you're pretty effective with that because they are in sync. Overall, I believe, Sheena, that you've got what it takes to be an influential communicator. And by inculcating this vocal variety into your speeches and injecting energy into whatever you're going to say, you could hone your current communication skills to an enviable level. And the skills would be so impressive, which which can mesmerize many. Back to you, Abhijit.
Thank you so much, Noor. I really enjoyed the evaluations from both Sach and Noor. Thank you for helping the speakers to take their skills to the next level. We'll now go for our reports. I will call upon our timer, Dhyani, to share the timer's report. Dhyani, it's all you.
Everybody was on time and either not in the grace period. Yes, everybody was on time. I'll share it in the chat.
Thank you so much, Dhyani. Let me call upon our R counter, Apala. Apala, can you share your report, please?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think you can see my report here for our counters. So I just wrote down those ones who spoke for today. The rest of them didn't spoke, so I cannot say. So for Nur Muhammad, it was 5 off, 1 likes, and 2 ands, 2 tongue clicks, 2 pause, and 2 repeated words. For Sheena, it was 1 off, 1 buts, 1 off, 1 tongue clicks, and 1 pause, and no repeated words. For yeah, that's for Sheena. Then comes Mahan, which is 1 but, 1 and 1 pause. And then comes after that frog, which is 2 off, 1 like, 1 and 1 yeah, that's all for him. And then Hirishkish was 5 off, 3 buts, and 1 pause. And then for Himashiki was 1 off, 3 ands, and 2 tongue clicks. And that's all for her. And then comes Such, which is 1 off and 1 pause. And then for Mark, it was 2 off, 1 so, 2 ands, and 1 pause. And for Abhijit, it was 1 off, 1 like, 2 ands, and yes. And so for Julie, it was 1 off, 1 like, 2 off, 2 ands. And that's all. And then, yeah, and that's all for my report. And now back to you, Abhijit.
Thank you so much, Apala, for that detailed report. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now we have come to the end of the meeting. We'll now take our guest feedback. Frank, how was your experience today at the club?
It was awesome. I appreciate that the counter didn't announce any of my crutch words. So I appreciate that. I do have a question. Do you always talk about AI related topics?
Yes, we are AI related club.
Yeah, it's very unique. I never heard of a club that stuck so close to one topic, but it's very informational. I don't know much about AI. I retired and I stopped thinking about technical things, so it kind of passed me by. Even though I have used AI software that writes speeches and things like that, but that's about my extent of experience.
Great to have you, Frank.
Thank you.
Mark, how was your experience, Mark?
It was good. It was good. Let me first ask the R counter. Were you counting everybody's awesome souls and whatever by hand, or were you using an AI tool? Because I know.
I was using the AI tool.
Oh, you were using the AI tool. Okay.
Wow.
No wonder. Yeah, I like counted very detail. That was great. And the other thing is, I'm gonna share a link in chat. So this is the story about a deepfake, an advertisement using deepfake, and it's a vegan restaurant, vegan food service provider, and then they fake people's video, so they got vegan to appear to really like to eat meat, and people watched and people were surprised. So anyway, it's a good read.
Thank you so much, Mark. Dhani, how was your experience today at the AI Club?
It was great. It was very informative for me, as comparatively my field is completely different. So it is something I would really love to know and keep up to date with. I really love the newsflash portion. That's really good. I, yeah, back to you.
I do have one other question.
Yes,
Is
please.
everybody in California on this meeting?
No.
No.
We have people from India, we have people from Kuwait. Yeah.
Awesome.
People from East Coast, yes. Hi, Judy. How was your experience, Judy?
Oh, thank you. It was wonderful. Very thought-provoking speeches. And then I have two questions. Not just one, but two. May I have two questions?
Sure, please.
Sure. Okay, thank you. First question is, this being an AI Toastmaster club, it can't be very old. So how young is this club? And my second question is, Apollo, the R counter, did you use Yuli? And if not, which AI app did you use to do the R counting for you?
Apala, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, what did you say again? Could you repeat?
What application did you use to do the AI counting?
R
The
counting,
first,
yeah.
yeah, the first one that you mentioned.
Yuli?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yes.
And the first question is, we are a very new club. This is our third meeting. We are a pre-chartered club. We are chartering pretty soon.
Wow.
Thank you, Judy. Parag, how was your experience today?
It was great. It was really fun listening to everyone. It's more fun listening to people who know more than you than speaking. So yeah, great questions, great answers to my questions, and obviously the two speeches and also the evaluations. I have to do an evaluation next week, so I have learned a lot today. Thank you.
Great to have you, Parag. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you again in next week, same time, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Have a good night. Hey, Noor, any comments from
Yeah,
you?
just a last line of words. If you are interested in joining this club, please do let us know. Right, Abhijit is here to process your membership. Please let us know. Express your interest to Abhijit. Abhijit, do you have your telephone number or contact details somewhere here?
Yes, I'll put it in the chat.
Fantastic. I would see a lot of these faces in the club.
Thank you.
You.
Yeah, we would love to see you and hear from you.
And I'll now give it back to Sach. I forgot. Sach, it's all you.
Thank you, Abhijit. It's okay even if you forgot. Hello, everyone. We would love to have you again next week. It's an utmost pleasure having you. Thank you very much for joining in. Hopefully, next week we are going to get someone from working at Google in their BARD team to talk about BARD and the latest innovations. So, really looking forward to that. Back to you, Abhijit.
We are excited to learn more about Bard. See you next week, same time, 6 p.m. Pacific. Have a good night.
Have a good night, everyone. Take care.
Thank you.
Good night. Good
Good
morning,
night.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.